How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Cache Creek After the Game. Larry Beal along with Mike Schumann playing hurt tonight. Cal looks to keep the offense rolling. Stanford looking to find any offense at all. And the Raiders look across the bay to add an all-pro.
Alden Smith in silver and black. I don't think a lot of people saw that coming. We'll talk about all of that and the implications of that move coming up.
And Michael Crabtree calling out his former quarterback with a very interesting quote. Before we get to the highlights, let me just say one thing tonight. The Iron Man Award goes to Mike Schumann. If you notice, he's a little bit stiff, a little hard to turn. Just to clarify for everybody, was it neck surgery or brain surgery?
It was neck surgery. They could have moved up, but no, a little neck surgery on Thursday. So playing hurt, but I'll be fine.
Heavily medicated, not responsible for anything he says in the next hour. Let's start the highlights with Cal. They scored 73 points in their opener. That was against Grambling State, okay? That was easy. Tougher test this afternoon, hosting San Diego State. The Bears, they'll face Texas next week on the road. Not looking past the Aztecs, who've been bowl-bound the last 5 seasons. Jared Goff hoping this Cal team gets to a bowl game.
All right, first play from scrimmage, a statement from Cal defense. James Looney just lights up Donnell Pumphrey for a loss of 3, but San Diego State unfazed, 3rd and 3. Maxwell Smith, a Micah Holder for a gain of 8 and a first down.
Smith is a transfer out of Kentucky. It's an 8-play, 71-yard drive to start this game, and wide open is Daniel Brunskill, 29-yard touchdown, busted coverage. Nobody even picked him up. San Diego State out to a quick 7-0 lead, but they would not score again for the rest of the day. Cal's first possession, first down than this, 3rd and 7. Goff to Darius Powell, and he wasn't expecting it, so Cal forced to punt.
All right, next possession. This play really shows you the arm strength of Goff. Back foot, down the seam. Steven Anderson for a gain of 34 yards. He's got all the throws at midfield. Handoff. Daniel Lasco, love this guy. Gets first down yardage and then tries to leap over Devontae Kazee. Not a high jumper, but almost pulled it off.
Yeah, that's ill-advised. You could end up walking like Stephen Vogt, depending where the guy hits you with a helmet. Bears in Aztec territory, but Goff under pressure, taken down by Calvin Munson, and they had to punt away. Final play of first quarter, all-out blitz by Cameron Walker, and he swallows up Smith.
Third drive, charm for Cal. Goff seemingly throwing completions to everybody on the roster. 32 yards to Raymond Hudson, the sophomore from Pleasanton, reaching the pylon, but his foot out of bounds. 2nd and goal. Spectacular play. You see right there. All right, 2nd and goal, Darius Powell. Dare I say, Schumann-esque, 4-yard TD, 8-play, 78-yard drive. Works better when you say it.
Yeah.
2.5 minutes to tie the game at 7. Great catch, got his foot down.
Yes.
He's a player.
Let's reflect on my own past greatness for a moment. Last week, Goff had one bad pass, and same story today. Intended for Kenny Fowler, underthrown. It's right into zone coverage here, picked by J.J. Whitaker. Lasco was open in the flat. You got to check that ball down.
Right.
He knew it. Sonny Dykes knew it. Everybody knew it. So the question was, now Sonny, this is not the way I coached you up to run the Bear Raid. So could San Diego State take advantage of the turnover? No. Backup Christian Chapman taken down by Devontae Wilson for a loss of 9.
All right, so Cal gets it back at their own 18. First play, Goff airing it out to Trevor Davis. He fends off the safety. He scores. You hate to get caught from behind, especially when you watch film. Tripped up after a gain of 59 yards. Aztec defense holds. Danville product Matt Anderson, 35 yards. Snap hook. So we remain even at 7. Just over a minute left. Huge play here. Chapman throwing on the run. Doesn't get enough on it. Intercepted by Darius White. Minute 3 left. That's plenty of time for Goff in the Cal offense.
Now this is an NFL throw here. Goff, tall in the pocket, drilled on the release, and right down the middle, a dart to Bryce Triggs. Pick up a 28. It's a 3-play, 65-yard drive in 52 seconds. Oh, Maurice Harris on a sweet bubble screen setup with a convoy in front. Sonny Dykes, that is brilliant play design right there as they score in the final seconds before halftime. Bears take a 14-7 lead at the break.
Love us some Bear Raid offense. All right, second half. Coach Dykes going for it all in the first play after intermission. Goff able to lure the safety up. Meanwhile, Trevor Davis going deep, and he's got sprinter speed. Burns the corner. Goff finds him in stride, 70 yards to 75 to the house. Less than 10 seconds into the second half, Cal takes a 21-7 lead. Look at, he fakes the bubble screen out wide. That draws the safety up. and then it was just all money. Just had to put it on stride. Boy, I just love the accuracy of Jared Goff.
Yeah, you know where they got Trevor Davis from, right? Transfer from Hawaii. Anyway, Cal's next possession, a healthy dose of Daniel Lasco, senior up the middle. The spin move at a gain of 19. Lasco, 19 carries, 123 yards. The drive stalls. Jake Feely, oh, look out. Feely, free run at Goff and takes him down. Goff would get it back. 4th and 2. Vic and Wary. How about the effort after contact and the push by the Hogs there? It's good to be 6'1", 230, doesn't it? First down, Cal.
2nd and goal. Inside handoff to Lasco. Great blocking by the big guys up front. 3-yard touch. Bears in front 28-7. And San Diego State make a game of it. 3rd and 15. Beautiful pass by Smith. Perfect touch to Eric Judge. Gain of 33 yards. Now 3rd and 3 at the Cal 31. Smith rolling right. Todd Barr in pursuit. Slings it. Intercepted by Evan Rambo.
To the 4th quarter. 28-7 Cal, 6-play, 73-yard drive, and Wary right up the gut. 17 yards for the score. Cal cruising now, 35-7. And with 8 minutes to go in the contest, Jared Goff all smiles, done for the day. Sonny Dykes, even Sonny's smiling a little bit. Yeah. The Aztecs, their final drive after that first drive of the game, Cal pitches a shutout. Great job by their defense in a 35-7 final score as the Bears improve to 2-0. Goff 17 of 24, 321, 3 touchdowns. Now only 16 yards shy of Troy Taylor's all-time Cal passing record. Daniel Lasco, 123 yards and a touch.
All right, final numbers. Cal 15 yards shy of the 500 mark. They outrush and outpass the Aztecs. Cal's defense holds San Diego State to just 316 yards and 7 points. Bears with 8 first downs than 8 more first downs than San Diego State. That's with a poor 3rd down efficiency. Cal just 2 of 10 today. Afterwards, Rick Kwan talked with head coach Sonny Dykes.
Congratulations, Coach. You're 2-0 now. One thing you said that really impressed you was that the team fell behind early, but you guys didn't panic or get worried too much.
Yeah, you know, you walk around the sideline a little bit, look in the players' eyes, and I think we had a great resolve to just go out and play well and a lot of confidence, and so it was good to see that. You know, we haven't always had that, and so, you know, it was kind of an ugly start to the game. They drove down and scored. We had a hard time getting going offensively and at the beginning, but once we settled in, we played good, solid football, and it's good to get a win.
Talk about how the game turned around towards the end of the 2nd quarter there.
Yeah, you know, we got an interception right there at the end of the first half. They were driving to take the lead and got, I think, the interception in 47 seconds, and then put together a great drive. Maurice Harris scored on a screen, and, you know, we were able to get that touchdown right before halftime and then come out and start the second half, and, you know, first play from scrimmage, we throw an 80-yard touchdown. So it was a great way to start and, you know, what we needed at the time.
You know, Jared had another fine game today, but I think what impressed me more was the ground game, the way you were moving the ball around.
Yeah, San Diego State's a good defense. Tough to run the ball against. Thought Daniel Lasco ran hard. Thought Vic and Wary ran hard. Thought Kalfani Muhammad ran hard. Thought we blocked well up front. So it was good to see us run the football, and we wanted to run it into, you know, when people knew we were going to run it, and we did that. And so it was good to see us continue to get better.
The defense, what a turnaround from last year. Just 7 points after that initial touchdown.
Yeah, they put together a great drive, got us on our heels a little, and then I thought Art Kaufman and our coaching staff did a great job making some adjustments. Thought our players played well, leveraged the ball correctly, you know, made a lot of plays on the football in the air, and, you know, tackled well. That's a good offense. I mean, that back is a really good running back, and thought we really played the run well.
Next week, we go back to your home state, Texas, playing against the Longhorns in Austin. That has to be really special.
Yeah, it's a big game for our program. Our kids are excited about it. You know, looking forward to getting on the road. I think our team likes playing on the road, and, you know, it's going to be a great environment in Austin, and we're going to play against a very good football team. So our guys are definitely excited about it.
Now, I went to the University of Texas, but I won't tell you who I'm rooting for next week. Okay?
You better be rooting for Cal.
Okay.
Rick will be excommunicated from Memorial Stadium. He was this close after talking with Jared Goff. You know, the start of this game to the end of this game, it was totally different. Cal started very slowly, especially on offense, but we have to credit their defense. We haven't talked about Cal's defense in forever because they were averaging 39 points per game allowed last season. They allowed only 7 points per game, and as we mentioned in the highlights, a shutout after that first drive. I think it was 13 consecutive drives in which San Diego State got nothing.
Right. Well, we knew they were going to be able to score on offense with Jared Goff and that supporting cast that he has. Defensively, their secondary is where they really struggled last year, but they got a bunch of young players in there, some junior college transfers, and I tell you what, like Larry said, this is the most improved part of the Cal Bears, and you have to win at home. They're 2-0 at home. They hit the road to go play Texas, so they're in a good position now as they they hit the road because they feel like, you know, they own their home stadium at Memorial. So great first 2 games for Cal, and it's great to see because Sonny Dykes has done a great job there.
Yeah, and Texas, that's a winnable game, even though it's in Austin, because Texas is kind of. But one other point I want to make about this game before we get to Goff is that, you know, San Diego State, they run the old West Coast offense and a little power in the running game. Nobody runs that in college football anymore. No. Nobody runs the West Coast offense. So for Cal, initially, you could see that in the first quarter they were kind of confused, and there's a lot of drags and crossing routes, and you don't get that in the traditional spread. And Coach Dykes mentioned Art Kaufman had to make some adjustments on the fly because, wait a second, we don't ever see this in our conference.
And it's hard to prepare for as a result. You know, it's like going against Air Force in their triple option, you know. So it's hard to prepare for. So great adjustments by Art Kaufman, as Sonny said, and big win for Cal.
Yeah.
How about them
2-0. All right, so last week Jared Goff threw for 309 yards in 1 half. Okay, against lesser opponent. Today, 321 yards if you're an NFL scout. And we saw Rod Woodson, who's now working for the Raiders there. I assume he's looking at defensive backs, but you have to be just drooling over Jared Goff.
Yeah, final drive of the first half. Goff 3 for 3, 65 yards. Cal scores in 52 seconds to take a 14-7 lead. And Goff just making all the throws. I've talked about him since he got to Cal. Very accurate, and I think you mentioned he hit 9 different receivers today. So he is just a player, and Rick Quan talked with him after the game.
Well, congratulations, Jared. You guys starting off 2-0 here. Tell me, what impressed you most about the performance of the team this afternoon?
I think the main thing is defense you got to talk about first. I mean, they came out and they held them to 7 points and scored on that first drive, and then after that, they score again. And as an offense, it's always good to see that, and it's always good for the momentum, and they had a lot of turnovers over there as well, and that's always good. I think the offense not starting as fast as we wanted to, and then kind of picking it up as the game went on was really good to see.
Yeah, right before the end of the first half, you guys hitting those 3 straight completions, and you got in the end zone. That seemed to kind of just got everybody back on track.
Yeah, it was a good momentum builder to get that right before the half, and scored pretty quickly there. I think we had a minute to score, and we scored in about 30 seconds. And so yeah, it was good, and I mean, we're used to going fast, so that stuff's kind of our MO, and we felt pretty confident going out there right then.
I counted 9 different receivers you threw to today. Was that something planned, or what?
No, that's good to hear, though. I like to spread the ball around a lot and try to get the ball to as many receivers as I can, and the more the merrier, because those guys can make plays.
2 of the biggest throws, though, went to Trevor Davis. Talk about that first one you found him open.
It's a post. It was a play-action post, and I underthrew him. He probably should have scored if I would have thrown it where I wanted to throw it. And then the second one, again, another play-action post, and I pumped fake left, so they bid on it, and there was no one within 20 yards of him. Just threw it out to him, and he did the rest.
And it's good to see the ground game really get going today. Absolutely. Daniel Lasco, I think 120-something yards.
No, yeah, that's definitely something we want to do every week, is kind of get up early and then kind of out-physical them and run the ball a lot, and we were able to do that, and Daniel had a hell of a game, and so did Vic.
Next week, you go to play in Austin, Texas, the Longhorns, a nationally known program. How pumped are you about playing them?
It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a nationally televised game, and in front of a lot of people. They've got a big stadium there, and it's going to be a good atmosphere, and I'm looking forward to it.
You know, I went to the University of Texas, by the way.
Who you root for?
For this one game, maybe the Longhorns. Sorry.
Oh, man.
But any other game?
I'll see you later.
Okay.
Here, Rick, the interview killer Quan.
That might be the last Cal game he does this season. So
yes, he'll be doing a lot of Laney College post-game wrap-ups after that. Here are Goff's stats through 2 games: 41 of 56, completing 73% of his passes. Right, and you talk about puts the ball, you know, right where the receiver wants it. 630 yards. He didn't play in the 4th quarter last week. Left early this week. 6 TDs, 2 picks.
And he's going to put up Heisman numbers. I mean, he's chasing down Troy Taylor, and you know, in only his junior year.
Right.
And to find 9 different receivers, that keeps everybody involved in the game. You know, receivers want to catch the ball, you know, no matter what. You catch one, so that's something good for the offense that bodes well for them, that everybody stays involved.
Well, that's the one thing. I wonder if Sonny Dykes was aware of how close he was to the all-time passing record, because you'd like to break it at home.
Yeah, exactly, because they got 2 straight on the road.
But then you go to, although, you know, a big TV audience on the game at Texas, maybe that was the idea.
And it'll be a first, I don't want to say real test, because, you know, every football team is a test, but that'll be their first real test.
Yeah, next week.